So how do you dispute results of a title search or title report? This is Dave at titlesearch.com. There's several items on a title search which may have errors or need to be disputed. First of all, are there disputes in the ownership or the transfer of ownership? More importantly, or more frequent, are there liens and or mortgages which show on that search which may be invalid? And the last section that many people look at for disputing is in the judgment or encumbrance section. So let's go through those and take a look how that might work. On the ownership section, there may be a dispute on the actual ownership being depicted. That may have to do with the deed of transfer being forged, may be improper in terms of who signed that deed. Are all the owners on that deed actually owners of that property, or are there missing signatures of people with ownership interest? The ownership may be invalid because of the way the deed was constructed. Every county has very specific requirements on how a deed has to be constructed for recording. And the most important thing is the deed recorded? If it's not a recorded deed of transfer, there may be questions about the validity of that document. Then come the liens. Are there liens showing up on a title report which are in dispute or may not affect that property? And sometimes this happens when there's a different person with the same name showing up with a lien or judgment against them, which appears on a title report or a similar name. Are there examples where a lien has been cleared or paid, but that release has not been recorded on title? In that case, the lien will show up even though it's been paid off. Most importantly, mortgages. What happens if a mortgage shows on a search which a homeowner or property owner doesn't believe belongs on that property? It may be that there's different lenders that have been assigned of that mortgage. There may be a case where the mortgage was paid off, but a release has not been recorded yet. So that may be another area that needs to be disputed. In any case, and what you do first is start with that title search, show the items which need to be disputed or need to be investigated, and then find out how that came to be recorded on that title. Was it something that was shown in the land records in the deeds office? Was it something in the civil court records or probate office? And then find out who recorded that document. In the upper left-hand corner, there's probably going to be a send to block, which will show which title company, escrow agency, maybe even attorney recorded that document, and you can go from there. If you have more questions about disputing these results, you may want to get good qualified legal advice from an attorney. If you have a search that you want to take a look at those items and see what they're displaying, you can also reach us at our website at titlesearch.com.